All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, I just finished some analysis for founders and I've been sharing trades today. As you can see, I have short term trades here for the 13th of January. And I was just about to log my trades here for Ethereum that I shared in the Substack chat. So, if you go on the Substack chat and find the day today, you will see that these trades are now completed. And we have 1.62 as well. And we are just about to get the last take profit. I think we should see that later today. I think we're gonna come below here. So great stuff. And I also shared some trades on Euro, as you can see. All of them are they are all in the Substack chat. So I encourage you guys to go and look at those. And you can see all the trades today has a 100% win rate. So it's been quite nice, quite fruitful. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm expecting from here, from the markets, And what we're gonna do is, I think that Ethereum now. Let's just start from the beginning. So you guys know I like to create these long-term arrows and stuff. Here's the dollar. And on the weekly chart, as I've been shared on the blog, I've been keeping these arrows. And right now, I think this arrow kind of is in effect. We can pretty much move this up here, which would be more looking like this now. So kind of like this. Come down and I'll make this a weekly neutral. I think this is kind of what it looks like right now. I think that you might see a bit of sideways here, and I'm looking for some kind of down move or an up move like that, should it present itself. So, one second. One small second here, guys. So, that's what that is for the dollar. And on the euro, it's a little similar. I'm looking for, I just have to delete this one over here. So I'm basically looking for a bit of a up move on the euro, and the pound is potentially trading below here. We have a bit of euro pound decoupling here, but I think the highs here should be taken. So still we could see a bit of an up move on pound, but longer term I'm definitely seeing we could come up around this level here and run lower. So all of these arrows I'm drawing here, they're based on the analysis that I have shown with founders, and this is a bit higher probability, so I'm gonna keep this one colored. And yeah, I like that we sort of could come up and go down, but that's ideally if we sort of it's ideal if we don't go below this low first. So that's the pound situation for you. And then we have equities. And if you're following my trades, you will see and know that I've been calling a top in the equities market. And I shared 5 trades, which can be seen in the long-term tracker. You can see I have 5 trades here that I took. And these will be shared as they are on the blog when they finish the result. And I have posted it on the chat, or they just hit the targets. So that's what that looks like. I don't think we have really much more going for us. We have coffee. And then I've been taking profits on my feeder cattle futures commodity position. So we have a little bit higher equity on the long-term stats here since December. And short-term has been struggling a little bit more. So going back to the charts, I'm still suspecting, based on the arrows here, that we should go lower. I would say though that I prefer that we stay below these highs up here, and I want to see a bit of a crush below these levels here. And I'm gonna make this a bit of a orange kind of arrow, and I want the market to long term follow this yellow line. And the daily is sort of completing now, but sort of intrafractal of that daily green line here, my lower time frame perspective is looking a bit like this, and we may not even get this far up, but I'm allowing a little bit of wiggle room. But I must say we have CPI this week, and we can see that for Wednesday, January 15th, there's a USD CPI here. I do think we could trade this lows beforehand, since it's just Monday now. So I kind of suspect we'll get down here. And then maybe CPI, we can see a up move on equities, and we could see a down move in the dollar. I think sort of eventually, with this arrow that I've drawn on the dollar, I do like to see that if we can come down, maybe around somewhere in here, I would like to get a move down here, could look a little bit like this, move down here, and then start making an attempt to come below some of these lows here. So that's kind of what I'm operating with and sharing trades about. So that's how I've been trying to do this. And we'll see what happens, I suppose. So we can sort of have a little bit of a similar perspective on NASDAQ. I like that we could come below these lows and these lows, so I'm operating with a little bit less wiggle room on NASDAQ. We can come up to go down. I don't really want to see us come up here, but it can happen without taking out these lows. I think these lows will be taken this week before CPI. And then next few weeks we could come lower into some of this. And for oil, we've had a lot of up move. And I am sort of working with the idea that as long as we stay above here, we should be trading higher. So that's something I am working with here. And then we have, it's quite quick to make these videos, huh? And then we have gold. I think I just missed a trade in this one. It wasn't my favorite trade, but I shared with some of my private founder members that up here that I felt like we could see a little bit of a run below some of this. But I wasn't so confident given that Euro had already exploded and silver was a little bit different. But I think this consolidation here in the 5 to 6 hour mark was quite nice with a short opportunity here as well. But I would have preferred a little bit higher retracement on either of them, to be honest. And then I traded lower. So it wasn't the cleanest setup, but honestly what happened made sense. And so I was also watching it just now here while making this video. I wanted to see an up move into this, and I would have shorted somewhere around here to come below these lows. But now that this has happened, it gives a little bit more idea that we could be seeing higher prices here. And so I have a bit of a soft bias. I'm quite more so bearish on equities, and I'm more so bearish on dollar right now. And I'm also been short and bearish on Ethereum. But I have a soft bias. And actually oil is, it's definitely coming down to do something like this, I think. So I'll just keep a daily high probability arrow in the daily color. And then we can sort of have a, it could just keep going higher. We might even just go here and higher, but somewhere inside of this range here, I suspect that we should continue higher and take out this high. So if we go back to gold, I'm operating with the potential that we run up above these. Should we start coming below, 2660-ish area, then I think we'd take these lows out. More precise levels I share with my founder journals that I consider a little bit more intimate for myself and for those who follow me. So I reserve my right to share my thoughts there. And moving on to our last section here, we have Bitcoin. So I obviously had a arrow here that's very, very old. And I think much in line with what I expect in equities, I think that we are going to make an attempt to come down, maybe even challenge these lows down here. But it's entirely possible that we're kind of finishing up here and we're going to run higher. So we're going to have to see what happens. I do think if we come above this high and we do something similar on Ethereum, I think we could challenge some of the buy side. So I'm going to make a little bit of an orange arrow for that. And we have, that's a very old data set. Here we have my last position on Ethereum. And I have a little bit of a soft bias. We might bounce here at least on Ethereum. Not something I really want to trade, but I'm gonna watch it. But I'm more keen on seeing if we come above this high, then we might start trading higher. So I'm kind of watching this now. You can set a little bit of alarms. I'm also watching that we could come down here. And I kind of prefer that, considering some of the things I've talked about long term and whatnot. So, but right now I don't really feel like this is a week or a time where I can make predictions, and this very big range is a little troublesome to just suspect we can just hold a move. But generally, as long as we are below this, we could see ranges and structures form to take up sell side, and that's something I will be watching for. And then I just want to talk about coffee. And as you guys know, I have my long-term positions down here, and some of them have been in take profit. Up here, I was hoping we would see higher prices, and we took out this low, so I marked that with this line here. And I've moved my stop to this low now. So as you can see, just coming up to find my, oh, that was wrong. And all of these, every 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I copy them over. Might not be today, but eventually I will do that. I'm kind of curious if this is the right position. We had that here. Yeah, it looks right. So obviously these have been profit taken. And that means we have 5.34 as the first take profit. Yeah, so I took that here. And I just want to be sure that my positions actually are. Let me just check here. Yeah, so I think I'd moved my stop here and I was taken out. So I'm just going to update that. I'm very sorry I haven't been watching my charts. I was just checking what this green line was. Not trying to cheat here. So basically the rest of these positions I have like this, which means that we have 1.91 for the rest of my positions here. Oh. And I am obviously going to be entering along here. So let's just do that live on the video. And I'm going to use this as my stop loss. And I'm going to be targeting this high. Then I'm going to be targeting this high. And I'm definitely going to have something here at around 355. I'm going to have one at 400 as well. We could spark a move up there. And let's keep it at 4 positions for now. So I'm going to take this long now and share it with you guys in the chat. And then I'll see you guys at some point. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing the paid subscription videos, but I will definitely add this video to the playlist because it will be a bit of a guide on how you can expect my trades and stuff to look like in the spreadsheets and what happens when they get copied over to the actual statistics that I'm using and the link I've shared. So you guys can see a little bit like the live analysis and whatnot. It might be a little bit easier for me. So that's actually it. I'm just going to be jumping out here. Quick 13-minute video. And then I'll see you guys on the battlefield.